that looks amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow, yeah, look at
Look
the
at
lower. Oh, beautiful.
I've never seen anything like this.
Wow. Oh my god.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
So pretty.
Wow.
So gorgeous.
This is amazing. That is extraordinary.
There it is, right there. Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Okay.
It is really, really stunning.
Oh, I see it.
And why
I
is
see
that?
it
I
in
think it
our
was in your
system.
butt cam.
I've never seen anything like this.
So
with
cool.
That
the
is
Excel
cool.
before.
It's a mola.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is
It's a
alright.
fish. It's like
It's a fish.
it's sideways
Maybe
on.
he's
Can
been
you see it's
trailing
like
us,
it's
actually.
Interested in our.
I always want to see one
Wow.
in the wilds. This is fantastic.
Nice.
Can you tell how big it is? I guess you can do lasers.
Yeah, we can laser him.
Yeah.
Just for a minute though.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the lasers, because that way we can get nice.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Pretty big.
I didn't realize I had this pattern on them either.
Beautiful.
Oh, so beautiful.
Nice spot, right? I
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
thought that.
I think you've been following us for a little while.
I did not
You
feel
think-
any eyes on me, actually.
Because I was seeing something in butt cam that looked a bit like
Huh.
a mola, but also sometimes those small jellyfish with the paddles on them can look like that too. So
Is this the fish where the eye is at the bottom end?
Eyes on both sides.
But they do float on the surface on one side, right?
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
They kind of
Yeah.
side swim. They're not great swimmers. Not swim swimmers.
They look a lot more graceful at this
It-
depth
it's
than they do on the
lovely,
surface.
But
Yeah.
it's pretty close. I think
Sea
this is
crab.
it. This is what it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great thing to say.
It's giving us a lot of side eye right now.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Kind of built for
can tell
comfort,
from all
not
the
for
way
speed, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for checking
my
in
mom.
and saying hi.
Yeah, beautiful creature.
Yeah, again, awesome spot ride. That was amazing.
That was awesome.
That was so cool. That's gotta be like the coolest thing. Oh man.
Bye.
Bye bye, mola mola.
Oh, Nautilus!
Nautilus.
Nautilus!
Look at that. Oh wow.
Oh my god!
That's insane.
Let's see.
It's finally happened!
Finally happened.
Oh my gosh, Samantha's gonna be so sad she just handed over to me.
Five.
Don't stop tagging until
Okay,
it's gone.
okay,
Oh,
tagging.
On both of them, zooming in.
What?
Yep, I'm going in.
A Nautilus on dreams come true.
Yes.
Yes! Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Let's stay here forever. Turn the lasers off, lasers off, lasers off.
This is fantastic.
Amazing.
Cloud coming up.
Live.
Jonathan, I will get you this ProRes ASAP.
Is Pat watching?
Oh,
am.
I'm just tagging this with exclamation marks, Jacob.
that is more than good enough. This is definitely the new YouTube homepage.
Do exist and they're real. They're not unicorns.
It only took 15 years.
Should have rolled with
Is
us
Pat
sooner.
there to tell us a bit, or Lori, about the last few times they saw these in the area?
Yeah, we've seen them from ROVs and subs between 400 and about 1,000 feet. We're a little bit deeper. We're 360 meters.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Ah, it's so cool.
Okay, we are also freaking out in the lounge, by the way. It's so cute. Look at its little
Oh,
jet propulsion.
According to me,
It's chugging along.
It is really moving, yeah, jet propulsion.
When you see a Nautilus, are they by themselves or you typically run into?
They're sort of solitary, but they can. There are a lot of them at depth.
oh, wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few more. The Nautilus population in Palau is stable, and the animals are doing well.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Palau has been a hotbed for Nautilus research for the last 50 years. Much of the first work that was ever done on living Nautilus was done here. And
Oh.
You drug Atlanta like 20 meters chasing that Nautilus.
That was fantastic.
I guess with the various cameras, is there a way we can get sort of size or depth on the images with post-processing?
What's that on the bottom right? Just
Is it another one?
I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
I think it's another one.
Looks like one.
Yes.
We zoom in, Jacob?
Yep.
Another Nautilus.
Yep. Here we
Absolutely, I can
go.
zoom
Here
in.
we go again. This is
This one
the.
looks like it's behaving.
Oh my gosh. Can't believe it.
All you have to do to see a Nautilus is start talking about internal waves.
Yeah, this is wonderful seeing them out on the open sand like this. Very excited. We've seen them along the reef, along rocks, but this is very interesting as they sit out on the sand. Certainly would imply that there aren't many predators coming along. Hopefully those 6-kilo sharks won't find these guys, but it's very, very interesting.
All right, we done and moving on? Or?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard, very hard to leave behind, but
But we did have a lot to do,
we
right?
we did have a lot. All right, yeah.
Right, carrying on.
I think that's
Oh, it looks like we have an eel there. Can we maybe zoom in just a little bit on that?
Or a lot of bit.
Zoom in, Dave.
That looks cool. I was like, is that a snake?
Yeah, it's an eel.
So like a moray eel or something?
It does look like a moray. Looks like a gymnothorax species.
Dang, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Up here a little shallower, so more similar to the ones that we see up in the shallow coral reefs. And of course, they always look a little scary because they have their mouths open, but that's just how they pass water over their gills. So,
Okay, but it's still kind of aggressive, I think.
well, and they do have these really crazy pharyngeal jaws. So they have a second set of jaws inside of their mouth. If you think about the movie Aliens,
Yeah.
moray eels have those. It's kind of like a double jaws.
Wow. Oh my
Scary.
god. That's supreme focus, Dave. That's awesome.
You are a beautiful eel.
It does seem lost though. What's it doing here?
I don't think it's lost. I think it's,
It's kind of like an ambush predator, right?
yeah, you sometimes see them out moving around. He's not too far from a crevice. He's probably out looking for a meal. Or maybe he was interested in our lights.
Yeah, because those eyes are not like deep sea eyes, yeah?
Well, keep in mind that light does penetrate here down to about 300 meters.
Really?
The waters are really clear.
Wow.
Not quite this bright, though.
Yeah, definitely not this bright.
Crabs.
Oh, it's not a cucumber. It's a favorite fish.
Amazing.
Yeah, you heard me singing.
Exactly. That's why.
Sing more often.
Very pretty.
I remember he was telling me that there seems to be a subspecies of chaunacops in a lot of the different oceans. Oh no.
Oh, that was the Chax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a different.
Such a nice shot.
You can definitely. Oh, look at the little lure going. I love it. These ones aren't very good swimmers.
We were cold.
I just love this fish so much. I think this is my favorite
I love
fish.
it as well.
It is
Oh, wow.
incredible.
Wow.
It is really, really stunning.
Are they
can
related to
see
the
the underside.
stonefish?
So they're in the anglerfish group. You see, that's why they have the little lure on the head.
Yeah. Good find, Jake.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's the octopus!
Oh my
There it is! Called it.
Stop the boat.
Excellent.
Yeah, let's get
Courage,
some
Nev.
good zooms.
Not quite at waypoint 7, but
You know what? We'll
Fantastic.
take it.
Beautiful.
Can we
Position.
turn the lasers off, please?
Yep, you can push in there.
All right, I'm going in.
We've all been waiting for this.
This is the moment.
We manifested.
We've channeled it.
What kind of octopus is this?
This is a Dumbo Octopus.
Dumbo,
It's the
yeah.
first time for me. I'm shaking. It's like meeting a celebrity. Hello.
It might be a vampire squid. You see the underside
That
of
would be
the
cool.
tentacles?
Yeah, it looks kind of, the head looks a bit thinner than what I normally see for Dumbos.
Yeah, well, it's not
the tentacles.
Grippetusis.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this.
So beautiful.
So graceful.
I'm so glad we manifested this for ourselves.
Yeah. Jake, I gotta go up a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm speechless, actually.
Okay, this is definitely the coolest thing we've seen so far.
Thank you for this blessing.
We at the very beginning of the watch we're talking about how at the top we would see our octopus.
Well, we just hit this feature.
So we thought we might see 2, so maybe that but we're not gonna be greedy. That's another lesson we learned.
Yep. That's it. Coming up more.
I hope they have a friend somewhere cheering them on as they give us such an amazing display of their skill and their beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very graceful.
Coming up.
Moving through the water.
We need to say we're going to see things more often.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't believe that worked.
Fantastic.
Okay, now for the shark.
There it is, right there. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a giant heteropod. This is actually a gastropod. Its shell is hanging down on the bottom.
This is incredible.
And yeah, oh, one's huge too. This is like 30 centimeters long.
Whoa.
These are predators. They're mid-water, so this is an animal that normally would not be associated with the seafloor. They usually consume other pelagic snails. Their little shell on the bottom is basically vestigial, meaning it's barely used anymore. The animal has eyes. You can see them. They're just a touch bluish on the left-hand side of the animal. And it has that little snout coming out the front of it. And it looks rather innocuous, except it has a producible proboscis. And this thing is like an alien. And it actually sucks other snails practically right out of their shells.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Little fin for swimming on the other side. There is the modified foot.
I never heard of anything like this.
I've seen a few of these just snorkeling in blue water, but very small ones, a couple of centimeters in length. I've never seen one of these giant heteropods like this.
Wow.
That's so cool.
With those
I'm really
eyes.
glad you saw that, Greta.
Oh yeah, I'm really glad I saw this.
I don't have enough tether to go around the other side of it.
I'm gonna send this to my malacology professor back in Italy.
Good.
Cool. Yeah.
They would be so jealous.
Good time to get back in contact and let him know what I'm doing.
We saw this in real time. That's amazing. Thank you for spotting it.
All good.
Oh yeah.
Really cool.
Thanks myself.
This is still going up.
That's pretty incredible. Doesn't feel like there's much change in color on these spires.
Yeah, there's one little chimlet.
Chimlet?
Yeah. Holy, this is, yeah.
Are we at Godzilla yet?
Really cool.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. It's just like, must be super.
It's great. Thank
like
you.
Steady stream and really powerful because it's just like ejecting out. So it's not a dribble. It's just like
bubbling out of
The center part is going really fast.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where this other thing goes.
Yeah, we still can't see it in 180 actually. It's still
Can we
going.
come just like a little bit out?
How easy is
perfect.
it to get the temperature probe up?
It's easy to get it out. Just can't never put it back.
Yeah, we don't want to do that till after our multi-beat though, right?
That's a big one. It's a lot of big ones.
Yeah, it's a
Let's
big
step.
nothing.
There's a smoker. Okay.
It's like the tiniest little smoking vent.
Wow, it just keeps going in the back.
Wow.
You can zoom in there on the scale worm.
Wow.
What a pretty scale worm.
This is like a real nature documentary.
Come closer, bud. You're so pretty.
Yeah, that's quite the color.
Just slowly go wide on
The
it.
monkey bars.
Maybe get some focus action too, and then we'll get out of here.
Oh yeah, like look at this little like.
Go in there.
Yeah, that arch there.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish Hercules could fit in there. We could swim
Start
through.
your timer.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow, this is amazing.
Herc could totally fit through there.
Yeah.
Full beans.
Oh my god, are we doing it?
I was joking. I won't quit.
Wow.
A hobbit hole.
Hobbit hole, yeah, definitely.
Mermaid Lair. That's where Ursula lives.
But we have flown through and under some of the arches. The danger is they collapse. So you can see the kind of the crusty layer on the top there. So at one point that was everywhere, and then it's all fallen down. Leaves these really cool arches.
That looks like a doorway in a column.
I was just thinking the same thing. This is like a set for an underwater movie or something.
It really
You ever play Legend of Zelda?
You can move faster back around the other side, Jake.
Look at that interesting creature.
I think he's still breathing, as it were.
I was just wondering that myself. He looks
I'm
a little
surprised that he's up there.
fuzzy.
So, because they really do love, it's ridiculous how much they love tube worms.
But he's all covered in bacterial mat. Is he
So
still alive?
he's trying to get up there to get those juicy tube worms, and he has failed and croaked. Or maybe he's okay, because I don't understand why they can't just eat those tube worms right now, but because it's too hot. I don't know, this guy could be alive, or maybe this is the way they learn not to go up here. They go up here and then suddenly they turn into, there's a lot of food on him right now. I think he is food.
Yeah, he doesn't look so healthy.
It's bacterial Matthew.
Bacterial Matthew.
Oh, that's so cool in high res like that. Pretty incredible. Okay, so the first thing that we want is this right here.
More like this, straight perpendicular to it. We have like a group of vertebrae that we want to look, each zoom in.
But the first one we're going to do is C, which is right by this marker here.
That looks like the third and fourth there.
It is the third and fourth, yeah.
Right.
I think it's maybe the fourth and fifth in whale speak, but the first vertebrae is missing.
We removed the last one, a couple years ago.
So why these two specifically?
Well, we are comparing this to the first publication that came out in 2010, and we're trying to estimate the composition rates. They use certain clusters of vertebrae to make their analysis. So we want to keep consistency and compare those same vertebrae. Yeah, this thing is degrading at very, very low rates. Yeah, you can see there's barely any change from last year, or for actually the last 4 years.
Were the two snail towers there last year? 1.5, it looks like.
Pushing a bit. Just past the porch.
Yeah, they're around here. Maybe different ones, but
very cool.
That's good.
Did you want to do a pass?
So we could do the line 3 pass up the photogrammetry.
So we'll go back to the start, but we will look down the length of the vertebrae.
We want the vertebrae occupying 1/3 of the field of view.
Yeah.
That's it for the line. I think it's time, hey?
Ooh, yeah! Good spot, Dan.
It's really
It's like straight on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, look at the
cinema
lower.
cameras.
Look at him in the cinema camera. That was so cool.
No way. Look at that!
True highlight.
Magical.
Could make a 3D model out of that.
Seriously. Oh, beautiful. Wow, it's just floating here.
How stunning.
Totally.
I got the underside in the cinema cam stills. You can see its mouth.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, wow. Yeah! Sorry. This is like my internal dialogue whenever I get a good shot.
Tilt up a bit more.
Ah! This is so surreal. I feel like I'm looking at a 3D model on a website or something. It's being a model for us. It's just like, yeah, just film me from every angle.
That is about 20 ahead.
Dan is panoramic flying.
You're getting a 360 of the skate.
What is happening? This is like unreal.
This is Natural Geographic.
Yeah.
It's the skates usually have pointed noses.
Ah.
Okay,
That's a pretty pointed nose.
It's a really
Yeah.
pointed nose.
I think it's also in the tail too, those like little, I don't know what you call those, little fins on the end.
Come down.
This one is, I believe, a male
But I can get
because
closer.
of the claspers on the back.
Oh, wow.
I'm just looking at a diagram right now.
Beautiful. Dan,
Out of leash.
expert flying.
Yeah, really
Amazing.
nice.
Yeah, a round of applause.
That was a treat.
Oh my goodness. Got a big sponge around the bend up here.
Wow.
This one's more of a barrel shape.
Like the polypogon sponge.
Polyopticon?
Yeah, polyopticon. Yeah, is that the one?
Is that this one? Could be. I know that is a sponge. Wow.
Can really see all the fine features in here. Sponges, of course, are filter feeders. They move water through their pores. They're called the poriferans. They have these pores that they filter water through, and little hairs inside called cilia that actually can grab onto particles that they then shift to their stomach to process. So really efficient filter feeders.
Is their stomach like in a central location, or is it all throughout their body?
I believe that there's feeding cells all throughout. So I shouldn't really say a stomach. I think they...
Oh no, it's fine. You can say stomach. It's only our human-centric view that puts the stomach in one place.
It does seem kind of inefficient, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anything special about these rocks, Adam?
These ones are, yeah, these will be very cool to take a look at. We don't have any samples from this area.
Another large sponge here. Are we seeing any critters on this one? Any shrimp?
Zoom in, Dave.
So on one of the ones we saw previously, there is a small red shrimp that was living on it. And it looks like there's some smaller things attached to the substrate around this sponge. Oh, look at that.
This looks like the ocean's satellite-ish.
We often take it for granted that it's just the sponge itself or the coral itself, but finding more and more that there's
Bridge now.
all sorts of
15
relationships between species. It's really pretty. Looking at those structures that are running through there.
Look at that. That's amazing.
It's like we've said, these corals and sponges are habitat for other species down here. Even these itty bitty tiny ones.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
On.
To the south, please.
Beautiful. Wow, this is all a lot of several colonies of this. I think it's Gorgia, the white fans, and then there seems to be a Chrysogorgia in the middle there, but it's quite lobster.
Did you say these might be fossilized?
You see these dark stalks, so those are really old. They're black, so they have that iron manganese coating on them. So they are in the fossilization process.
And that coating, I mean, it's a slow process. So the fact that it all over, that's speaking to how old these.
Yeah, I think yesterday I was mentioning that I know for iron manganese nodules, the growth rate of those nodules is about 1 millimeter a million years. I don't know exactly what the rate of this, but it's essentially it's a material, and so.
If you ask a geologist, that's nothing.
It's just so neat that they've been sitting here undisturbed for so long.
Yeah, so I would say it's safe to say at least millennia.
Wow.
Yeah, I know because it's covered in the way everything else. It looks sculpturesque.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, that is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, you can see the golden
What's that
corals.
glass blower's name? He's out in Seattle.
So, if we have an unknown species of coral here, are we going to know that it's a coral, but it's an unknown species, or are we just going to know that it's something unknown?
So the primers are what we use to make lots of copies of our diagnostic genetic sequence. So they are short sequences of DNA on either end of that marker, right? So they can bind. So some markers that target the corals would bind specifically to coral eDNA sequences, but they wouldn't bind to the fish, right?
Got it.
So we would use that marker if we wanted to really focus in on the coral species. Right.
So there's some science then that can happen, like we have an unknown, so we can use certain primers to see, okay, is this unknown coral versus is this unknown fish versus...
Yeah, so we can do that to make a lot of copies of the coral DNA. We've got similar primers that work for fish, and there's a host of other primers that target different groups of organisms from whether at the species level. Then we have primers that can target broad ranges of creatures that could be of all different types.
Cool. Thank you. So thank you so
Sure.
much.
I don't know what's going on with the white patches.
Could we flick the lasers off for a second?
Yes. I didn't know this fish existed.
This is a family of fish. This is a female. The males look completely different. They're long and skinny and very short-lived, and were originally described as a completely separate family of fish. And only about 10 years ago, with molecular approaches, did someone finally realize that the larvae of these fish had been described as members of one family of fish, the females as another family, and the males as a third family of fish. And they were all the same thing.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting Beautiful job, Max. Small those pectoral fins are.
Yeah, this is wonderful footage.
Yeah.
This is a sit-and-wait predator. It usually waits for food to come to it seems. It's fairly large, actually. It looks like it's maybe
We've got somebody else coming to join the party here.
Yeah, there's here.
Oh, well, this will be an interesting meeting. We have a Bathy Gaddis coming around the corner here. This is the second time I've ever seen this. I saw it from a Pisces sub in Hawaii once, and and this is the only other time. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've certainly never seen this one.
Can we look at the flange?
There you go, Dan. That's the shot.
Now this is more interesting than what I have to say, so I'm checking it out.
It's hard because all of our lights and cameras are geared to look in front of us or down. They're not really set up to look up. You get a little hint of the flange bowl. It's beautiful. Thanks, Jake.
Is that a fish under there?
I don't know where you're talking about.
The lowest one. There's like a little white. No, sorry, the middle one, according to your view. Yeah, right where your finger would be if you stuck it straight out.
Well, there's something, yeah.
May we have a zoom?
Two flange poles there. You can see the lower one venting up into the upper one.
You mean in the shadow, Monica?
Yeah, I do. In the shadow, there's a little wiggly white something or other.
Vent fish, as I call them. Unidentified fish.
Would it be possible to have a zoom on that creature? Well, of course, now that we get closer, it's becoming less and less fishy and more
rocky.
Rocky, exactly.
Oh, there he is. A little
something there. It's like an eye or something.
Oh, that's a cool stuff down here.
Yeah, when you get close and zoom in, it's a whole different.
No, I think it could be a rock.
It's just absolutely amazing.
Cool rock anyway, Monica.
Alright, can we make our way over to the camera?
Roger. Thanks.
Oh, that's a chimera. Let's look at the fish. Yes, it is a chimera. Whoa. Ooh, I haven't seen one before in this expedition. That's awesome.
Wow. So angelic.
Does anybody know why they call them chimera?
No. I do not know the origin of the name, but they're really cool animals. They are very closely related to sharks. They don't have hard bones. They're mostly, the skeletons are made of cartilage, like sharks and skates. But they're a different lineage from sharks and skates.
Maybe that's why they call them chimera, because they're kind of like sharks or they're kind of like skates.
I guess so.
Alright, I'm following.
Yeah, I'm looking, trying to get an answer to that.
Yeah, they kind of have that dorsal fin. It's interesting.
Okay, bye, Chimera.
Bye.
Looking like a halosaur.
Yeah.
Got that flat head. Looks a little bit like a duck.
Like a duck?
Yeah, like a duckbill.
Yeah. It's like lighter color than some of the others we've seen.
I wonder if it's like the shallow fish, like, well, that doesn't make much sense.
Can we zoom
It's
in
like,
a little, Dave? Try to see
fish in the shallows can change their coloration sometimes to match their background, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense down here.
It could be albino.
Johan, do we have a waypoint track, or we're kind of going to it?
We're going at 080.
Okay.
Just to the right of here with a sponge or something. Like this clear thing on the rock.
Mega Male tunicate.
Is it a jelly?
It's a tunicate.
Go for zoom.
Oh my gosh, that blended right in. I didn't even
Isn't
see
that-
it.
Gabby saw it
How
first.
transparent was that?
Oh, I didn't see it, but I did know what it was as soon as I did see it.
What is
Tunicates
this?
are super weird.
Yeah.
It's a tunicate.
Oh, what is a tunicate?
It's a
That's the
chordate.
best question.
It's our
Yeah, like
closest,
what isn't it?
It's our closest and our relative.
It's like a
It's
really
a-
close
It's
relative.
a translucent NFL regulation football.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it is.
It's getting ready for preseason.
Go wide,
Actually,
please.
probably the season
That
started
is a
while we've been away.
preposterous
Yeah, it
answer.
is. After a couple weeks in.
Preposterous? No,
That's
surely not.
completely unlikely that that's a football, Chris.
A translucent football.
It's just probably not true.
You think they don't have fun down here when we're not looking?
Who was that?
Cool.
Spaghetti monster? Looks like a basket star.
Oh, is it for real?
The ones you were talking
But all sprawled out?
Yeah.
That's at least 70 centimeters.
Have you seen one that big?
Oh yeah. Well, it's interesting. Normally, are when they have the arms extended, they have them up in the air trying to catch particles. This one is just kind of hanging on the edge.
Just trying to get a purchase.
Is he? I wonder if he's all sprawled out because there's just nothing else to grab onto.
Can we hold here?
I don't know what it's doing. He only has, you can see, the cinema camera only has one arm sticking up in the air, in the water, rather.
Wow.
So pretty.
Yeah, this is a family of brittle stars, Suzuki-cephalidae. So, you see that it actually only has 5 arms, but each arm splits into, splits. It has like 7 or 8 different splits, so it's like a fractal.
Yeah, very fractally. Good description.
Holy moly, that is wild. That's crazy. It's like a taproot system, for like palm trees and stuff.
It really does seem like its own root system
Yeah.
sprawling out
So this has to be a few years old.
I would guess so.
quite a bit, yeah.
I just don't think a coral could hold that thing up. That's probably
Yeah.
why it's got to be on a rock.
Yeah, sometimes you see, big corals, you can see 4, 5, 6 of these basket stars.
So this is a filter feeder too?
It's a special feeder, yeah. They use all the little ends of the arms to catch particles and bring it to their mouth.
It has those like, large tentacle up top. That's wild.
This is giving some sci-fi
Yeah,
horror
it
vibes.
really is.
When you're flying around, you don't notice, but sometimes they can just cling to the ROV and it'll come up. It's just like,
Ooh,
onto it.
that's a nightmare. I don't know if I can.
Boy, this is the only thing I can't go home without a picture of. You can get onto the share drive and be like, I've never seen anything like it, quite like the size of it. And, like I said, it's about half the basket width, so Yeah. maybe a meter, but more like 80 or 90 centimeters wide. The lasers, let's bring the lasers down and just look at what the
Oh,
body of it
actually,
is.
and I want to do a highlight without the
laser.
lasers too.
So it's not quite 10 centimeters wide at the thing there, but
If one of the arms were to be dislodged, would it regenerate?
that's what I was asking earlier.
Like other,
You couldn't say the words.
Probably, yeah.
Said
I mean, the
propagate.
regular
Wow.
non
You said it, I was like, I don't
basket stars do regenerate their arms.
It's interesting how it's
what it was-
moving. And the ends are curling and
What would you all do if it just jumped at us?
I am equal parts in awe and terrified of this thing. Like, I'm really glad we're not sampling it, because I don't know if I could sleep knowing that it was on the boat.
yeah, it's like
No, they're gentle creatures.
So these are all the pinkies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
this-
what's right above that?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Is that an
It might
isopod?
be.
Yeah, there's a little scale worm or something there.
What?
Oh. Oh. What is that?
I feel like we're in the Barbie movie. Everything's so pink and cute.
Oh yeah, it's like a little isopod. You're right.
Nice.
Good ID. Wow, that's cool.
That is cool. You know, I'm still really stuck on isopods after petting a giant one.
Creation of it.
Yep, no more.
That's what they eat. Oh, that's awesome.
That's a highlight right there.
Yes.
Oh man, I was just gonna say I petted a giant isopod at Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Oh no.
Oh, I really would like to have one as a pet, but
Well, not that one.
Not that one.
That's good catch. You can see the plastic.
That was a big shot.
It got, like, just to recap,
Got.
it came here, and this rock gave way, and then it swung around here and went to hide in this spot, okay? And then this guy closed in, and now he's sticking out there.
It's like red zone.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, the play-by-play. Let's get the rewind camera going.
Anemones, like all Nidarians have.
Yeah, it's still trying to get out. It could get away.
Nidus is the cells that they have on the surface of the tentacles.
How long would it take to
that can have like
consume
harpoons,
the whole thing?
and they shoot them.
Oh.
And the harpoons can be, well, they can actually pierce skin. I'm not sure if it can go through this exoskeleton, but they can at least anchor it. And some of them can inject venom through, so it's like a hypodermic needle that can inject venom.
Pat, what does a shark like this eat?
It's a shark. I don't know. It could eat a lot of different things.
Let's try zooming in a little bit there, Jacob.
Yep, going in. Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's good there. There we go. I return.
Ooh, that's beautiful. How many splits are there?
4, 5, 6, I think.
6?
1, 2,
6. Okay.
Yeah, I'm counting 6.
Yeah, that's it. Ancus Rheseus, I think. Hex being 6. Hexagon. So that's why the generic name has a hex in it, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Like this in a camel block?
Come up a bit real easy.
Okay. Yep.
We're getting,
Yeah.
That's great footage. These very, very rarely come into shallow water. They're not dangerous to humans.
Yeah, Pat, I was just going to ask, what is the typical depth range for these sharks?
Oh, cause good ahead.
No, I don't know perfectly exactly. They're on the 1,000-footish,
5, 6.
300-meter kind of range. Okay, but they may go considerably deeper. I'm not really a shark biologist, but
all right.
Oh gosh, here's a second one. All right, this is getting exciting.
All right, viewership is going to skyrocket here. Going from sand ripples to sharks.
I hope Renee and Jane at Kramer's Cafe are watching this. We told them, get on Nautilus Live. It's going to be great, and here it is. Great. This is good. This is very exciting.